Today, that time when Grant Imahara sat down with me for a chat at Supanova in Brisbane, continuing that Supanova theme. Sadly, we lost Grant in July last year to an intracranial aneurysm at the age of 49. Just an incredible loss to the industry, and I was so thrilled to sit down and chat with Grant, who I'd seen on Star Trek Continues and Mythbusters. Today, that time when I met Grant Imahara.
Taking you back through the library of Trekzone on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. That time when.
Trekzone.org interviews Supanova in Brisbane and Grant Imahara. Welcome to Brisbane and Australia.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming out.
Absolutely.
Now, you were one of the co-hosts on Mythbusters.
Yes.
And you've also done some work in some Star Trek fan fiction as well.
Yeah.
How did you get started in all of that?
Well, Mythbusters came about because my friends Adam and Jamie got the show and they needed help. And so, we had all been working together for a number of years, and so when they needed help, they looked towards their friends who also happen to have all the right skills. As far as Star Trek Continues goes, the life force behind that show, Vic Mignogna, we had met at another convention a number of years ago, and we happened to be at a party. And Vic said, "Oh yeah, hey Grant, I've got this Star Trek project, and let me just show you some pictures of our bridge." And he's showing me the pictures of the bridge, and I must have been drooling or something. It's like, "Yeah, we haven't really cast Sulu yet. We're still looking for someone." So I'm like, "Well, Vic, if you need any help, let me know." And so he called 3 days later and said, "Grant, would you be my Sulu?" And I said, "Yes."
Wow.
Absolutely.
So was it like a dream come true?
Oh, it's better than a dream come true. I mean, I grew up watching reruns of Star Trek, the original series, and George Takei was one of the few Asian American role models on TV at that time. I mean, most of the time, if you see an Asian guy on TV, he's like a gangster or a thug or some other type of bad guy. And here, Sulu is not only part of the core crew, he's not only a hero, he's flying the ship. So it's
groundbreaking in so many ways there with Nichelle, on the bridge, Sulu on the bridge, and so an amazing series.
At a time where racial stereotypes were rampant, and so to get the opportunity to not only play that character, but wear the world's most accurate uniform made by Novos on the world's most accurate full-scale Enterprise set. And I'm not just talking the bridge. We've got the captain's quarters, the transporter room, sick bay, conference room. I mean, we've got everything.
It's an absolutely amazing production.
Oh yeah.
And now you're also working on Renegades as well.
Yes. Yeah, I got contacted by a friend of a friend. They're like, "Hey, Tim Russ, Tuvok, is directing this thing. Are you interested?" And I said, "Absolutely," because it's got Walter Koenig in it, and to be able to work with Chekhov, who he's reprising his role as Admiral Chekhov in this show, I jumped at the chance. Of course, I want to do it.
Are you watching us on YouTube? Click the link in the description to catch this interview in full now. Maybe you're listening to us on your favorite podcast app. Then beam over to our official watch page and click the link there. Keep up to date with Twitter. Catch new podcasts daily on YouTube. Plus, we're beaming to your favorite podcast app 5 days a week. Just search for Trekzone and subscribe.